Hello, Liverpool fans. Welcome to the Liverpool Report, your go-to source for the latest news, match updates, and transfer stories straight from Anfield. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that subscribe button now and stay in the loop with all things Reds. Coming from humble beginnings, Virgil van Dijk has shown great determination and grit in reaching the top. While he was still a great defender before moving to Liverpool, his best form came when he joined the club in 2018. Since his move to Merseyside, Van Dijk has won almost everything a player could win when it comes to collective accolades. Right now, the player is chasing a second Premier League title as Liverpool are leading the race and sit on top of the table. Apart from domestic honours, the club is also in contention to win the Champions League this season, as they finished top of the New Look League phase of the competition. As Van Dijk focuses on leading his team to more silverware, Mirror Football have taken a look at his net worth, personal life and potential summer exit from Liverpool. Van Dijk's contract with Liverpool is set to expire in the summer, and he is yet to agree terms to keep him at the club beyond the current season. The Dutchman last signed a deal in 2021, which sees him earn a base salary of £11.4 million per year. Apart from his earnings from Liverpool, the 33-year-old also earns a lot through his various endorsements. Some of his brand endorsements include Nike, EA Sports, Heineken, and Cadbury. Van Dijk's exact net worth remains undisclosed, but there's no doubt his earnings have skyrocketed since he moved to Liverpool. According to OneFootball, the Dutchman is worth approximately £42 million. Van Dijk met his future wife Rijke Nooitgedacht when he was just 20 years old. After a long-term relationship, the couple got married in 2017. They have 4 children together, with the first one, Nila van Dijk, being born in 2014. Their second child, JD, followed soon in 2016. Details about their third and fourth children are relatively unknown. Nooitgedacht worked as a fashion sales manager in the Netherlands, working for various brands. However, when Van Dijk moved to Glasgow in 2013 to join Celtic, she left her career behind and followed her partner to Scotland. As of now, it is not known if she is working or not. However, it is safe to say that she has been a true source of support for the Liverpool man and has been with him during his highs and lows. During the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Van Dijk was subjected to a lot of criticism after deciding to drop the One Love armband. In 2020, Dutch Football Association launched the One Love campaign to promote diversity and inclusion in football. However, same-sex relationships and the promotion of same-sex relationships are criminalized in Qatar, and teams were asked to not wear One Love armbands during the 2022 World Cup. As a result, several teams decided to drop it under the threat of sporting punishment. This led to widespread criticism of the national teams that agreed to drop the One Love armbands, including their captains. Van Dijk suggested that he was willing to wear the armband, but not at the expense of a potential yellow card, as it could have negatively impacted his tournament. Arsenal midfielder Declan Rice insists the Gunners will be in the title picture at the sharp end of the season, despite Liverpool's firm advantage with nearly 2/3 of the season gone. If Liverpool win their game in hand against Everton on Wednesday, they will move 9 points clear at the top. Rice's Arsenal have shown their quality though, going unbeaten in the league since November and beating Manchester City 5-1 last time out. Mikel Arteta's side are now also out of both domestic cup competitions, potentially allowing them to focus more on the league. There is still a return to Champions League action, but league phase results mean they were able to avoid an extra playoff round. Arsenal remained in title contention going into the final day of last season, only for Manchester City to pip them by 2 points. With City fading from the title picture this term though, Rice backs last season's runners-up to be in with a shot come May. There's still a really long way to go, Rice told Sky Sports. The manager said in a press conference the other week, "No matter what, the only thing we can worry about is ourselves. But at the end of the season, we will be there. We can only keep believing in what we believe in, work on what we're working on, and have full trust in the manager, players, and everyone around us that we can achieve great things. It's down to us to get that over the line. Big things are coming. We need to stay positive and keep going." After Arsenal dropped out of the FA Cup at the first hurdle, title rivals Liverpool suffered a shock defeat against Plymouth on Sunday. However, former Gunners star Paul Merson remains pessimistic despite the Merseyside club's setback. Arsenal got 2 trophies left to win, one they could be out of by Wednesday night in my opinion, Merson told Metro Sport. If Liverpool win at Everton, that'll be 9 points clear with 15 odd games left. They'd have to lose 4 of them, which I think would be impossible. To me, it comes down to Wednesday. While Liverpool prepare for their derby, Arsenal are away in Dubai for a warm weather training camp. They don't return to action until Saturday, travelling to Leicester in the Premier League, but are close to welcoming back long-term absentee Ben White after the defender linked up with his teammates. Bukayo Saka is stepping up his rehab after hamstring surgery, but Gabriel Martinelli has joined the injury list. Brazilian forward Martinelli picked up a hamstring injury of his own against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup and is expected to miss several weeks. Dejan Lovren has taken a different stance to 2 of his old Liverpool colleagues when it comes to the future of Mohamed Salah. Salah, 33, is set to see his Anfield contract expire this summer, with no sign of an extension in sight for the club icon. That's despite the fact Arneslot is on course to lift the Premier League title in his first season at the club and could still haul in a treble of trophies this term. Many fans are up in arms that the Merseysiders don't appear to be moving quickly enough to tie their talisman down on fresh terms. But Lovren, who won a league title and the Champions League alongside Salah, has accused the club of not showing respect and suggested the £350,000 a week asset could be on his way out. I have to be careful what I say now, because I know a lot of things, Lovren told Win-Win. Honestly, I don't know the exact numbers, but whatever he's asking for, I think he deserves it. It's simple, this guy's doing his job on the pitch. Don't look at his age, some will say he'll be 33. But look at Ronaldo, he's 40 and still playing. Mohamed Salah is still scoring goals, he's in great physical and mental shape. He's still playing for the national team, so what's the problem? He's 7 or 8 years younger than Ronaldo. So what's the problem with Salah? Nobody can find an answer. That's why I find it difficult. I can talk in more detail. Salah believes that there are things missing from the club side, and I hope they'll be resolved soon. But the current reality is that he's closer to leaving than staying. He added, "In the end, I came to the conclusion that the club doesn't respect him enough, or at least not as much as they think they deserve. But that's another side of the story. It's all about what goes on behind the scenes." The Croat, who is currently playing for PAOK in the Greek Super League, gave a more emotional response than either Fabinho or Adrian, who can't see him leaving and believed the club would do everything they could to tie the star forward down. Fabinho even insisted that Liverpool were desperate to get Salah to agree to a new deal. "I haven't talked to them lately, and to be honest, I didn't see any news about them coming to the Saudi League or leaving Liverpool," the Brazilian told 442 in October 2024. "I know that some players like Mo, Virgil, Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold are at the end of their contract, and I think Liverpool are desperate to get them a new contract, but it's not my problem anymore." Former Reds goalkeeper Adrian was slightly firmer in his stance and said he cannot see Mohamed Salah playing for another team in the Premier League. Moreover, the Spaniard said he felt it was the best option for all concerned for Salah to renew his deal and remain at Anfield if he has the opportunity. "I know the players there love him, the fans love him, he loves the team and the city, and the experience he has had at Liverpool is huge," he told Win-Win. "I don't know if they have already started talking to him about renewing the contract or opening the door for him to leave the club, but I can't see Mohamed Salah currently outside Liverpool." However, despite 2 of his former teammates believing he would stay, Lovren, who may well be closer to the situation than Fabinho and Adrian, believes he is much closer to leaving than staying. The Reds winger, who currently leads the Premier League Golden Boot hunt with 21 goals this season, confirmed as much in January. When asked if this was his last season for Liverpool, he replied, "So far, yes. Into the last 6 months, there is no progress there. We're far away from any progress, so we just need to wait and see." Arneslot confirmed that Trent Alexander-Arnold was back in training, but refused to confirm if the right-back would return for Liverpool on Wednesday. The Reds make the short trip to take on Everton in the Merseyside derby and hope to have their local lad available after a short stint out injured. Alexander-Arnold is edging towards full fitness, but couldn't feature at the weekend. Slot and the Liverpool medical staff appear to be waiting until the last minute before deciding whether or not to include Alexander-Arnold. Joe Gomez is another injury concern for the Reds after he hobbled off during Sunday's FA Cup defeat at Plymouth Argyle. The versatile defender only lasted 10 minutes at home park, with the club still determining the extent of the injury, with Gomez suffering an issue on the same leg that has previously seen him sidelined. He said, "Trent has done parts of training sessions with us yesterday. Let's see how he is today. Joe, it's the same leg he had the injury last time. We are still assessing that." Liverpool had been scheduled to play Everton back in December, but Storm intervened to force a postponement. Wednesday's game will be the final derby played at Goodison Park as the Toffees prepared to move into their new state-of-the-art venue. Despite Everton's struggles in recent years, the Reds do not have a good record at the home of their neighbours. They lost this fixture 2-0 last term and have only enjoyed one win in their last 7 visits. Liverpool have also failed to score in 5 of their last 7 games at Goodison Park. Slot will also be seeking a response following Sunday's shock loss at the Championship strugglers. It ends Liverpool's quadruple hopes, and whilst that eases their fixture load, their manager insists he'd rather be playing regularly if it meant they were still in the hunt. He said, "A wise man once said to me, nothing good comes from losing a game. We would definitely prefer to have played more. Now, after losing this game, there is a moment where we have a normal week. But that is not what we wanted when we went to Plymouth. The plan was to play with Joe for 60 minutes. The plan was to start Curtis, but he didn't feel well enough to play." Darwin became a dad 1 or 2 days before the game. That happened in Spain, and he came in 1 or 2 days earlier. "We wanted to play with a stronger team. The fact we didn't win shows these players need these games. It makes it disappointing we don't have these extra games for them.